Let me try that again. Hello, UBX and UBSN community. Welcome to our March 23rd, 2022 AMA. It's been a little while since we did the last AMA. Nonetheless, part of this AMA will be definitely a little bit of reinsurance. And before we get joined with Max, I wanted to say thank you, and I'm sure Max will as well, to not only our community, who've been absolutely fantastic, but as well specifically to our developers and our entire team, who a large majority of them are currently in Ukraine. So I wanted to say thank you that despite the incredible pressure that they're in, not only with work, but with what's going on, that they continue to develop, continue to do their jobs, I could say in a very incredible manner. And it must be very difficult to work under these conditions. I mean, if you imagine what stress is like, I imagine it's quite a bit more stressful when there's a conflict or war or whatever going on around you. So developers, thank you again. We can't do anything without you, obviously. You guys have been nothing short of fantastic. So we're waiting for Max. I believe he should be here in a couple of minutes. But basically, we've had a very interesting time with some of the recent developments. Obviously, with what's going on geopolitically, we're looking to shield our project from any adverse effects that may happen or may occur in the future. Part of this is why Max has been so busy, and I'm going to give him the opportunity to talk about that portion of what he's been up to. Because not only have the developers been busy, Max himself has been traveling nonstop in order to secure the future and security of this project. Just going to wait for him for a couple of more minutes to sign on. Obviously, community, you guys have been outstanding. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for understanding. And if you can, please, of course, support our developers and everybody who's affected by this ridiculous time that we're in. So if you guys have any questions, again, please feel free to ask us. You can ask myself, you can ask any of our admins who have been working nonstop as well. And it's been, despite it being very difficult, I have a little secret for you. We're going to have an amazing April. We have a lot of things lined up, and I'm going to give Max and our team the opportunity to talk about it in the near future. So here's Max. Max, hello. Max, hello. How are you, sir? There you are.
Oh, hi, Vadim.
Hi, Max.
Hi, guys. Thanks for joining our regular AMA session. Nice to meet you. So we have a lot of questions to discuss today. So let's start.
I have a question for you, Max. I keep hearing you're doing a lot of traveling. Can you tell us a little bit about where you've been, what you've seen, what any major updates regarding perhaps some of your traveling that you've been doing? Because I hear this is a common question as well.
Actually, the main question for last weeks was a safety of our guys. Some of them managed to evacuate from Ukraine to Poland, to Germany, to Poland as well. And but unfortunately, several guys stuck in a territory of active files active war in Kharkov, in Zaporozhye, and they can't be evacuated now. But I really proud of them, guys from Zaporozhye. They despite of all airstrikes and really difficult conditions, they started and continued to work on a project using mobile internet. There is no stable connection, so they this is our SilentNotary team. And those who managed to evacuate to Poland and Germany, they are working on full steam as well. So we continue our current development, and I actually do not expect some serious delays of our main plan of our roadmap. So in addition, we established a new company here in Dubai, in Silicon Oasis. It's quite a very interesting place. Just maybe about 1 week, maybe 2 weeks ago, Binance opened a company here in Dubai as well, and they obtained a license. So it looks like here will be maybe one of the biggest center for crypto-related projects. And
they're actually calling it the Middle East Silicon Valley. From what I can see, it's supposed to be absolutely huge, and I'm very excited that you and UBIX, as well as, of course, the SilentNotary, that we are going to be part of that future with them, because there's an incredible amount of support that's being offered in order to grow this ecosystem. And the fact that we're going to be one of the first entrants, and again, we do have a very unique product, I think it's going to be incredible. So really good job with that. I think everybody should be very excited with this news.
Yes, and as your question about meetings and so on, I would like to comment that here it's very, very convenient place for to meet different companies, because almost every week there is some quite big event, exhibition, or meeting in crypto related, in fintech projects, in compliance, in KYC, and so on. Actually, just for example, we have a discussion and negotiations with one of exchanges about listing, of course. But just a couple of days ago, they told me that, guys, we will be in Dubai on exhibition, and we had a meeting today. So it's very, very good to meet face to face to answer all questions. It really helps a lot for business development. For business development, I think this is a very, very convenient place. So you have a lot of meetings, and I would like to discuss what progress we have done just in last couple of weeks. So let's continue. We created a company in Dubai Silicon Oasis. It's a free zone, specially created for for IT business. And it's already established. We just received all official documents. So now we continue some minor formalities, but everything is going very, very fast. It's very good place for doing business. And so we have official presence now in Middle East, in Center, in Dubai, and it will be really convenient, especially taking into account official policy related to cryptocurrency adoption. So next achievement, starting to finalize our internal exchange, to preparing for open listings. We launched an mobile interface a few days ago. We received, we have some feedback. We need to adjust some small things. Actually, no serious bugs, just UX UI issues, and I think there will be no any problems. We have a website for our exchange in final development. It will be done according to our roadmap, and we are ready to start a campaign, listing campaigns for small projects, as we planned initially when we launched this project. So it will be, I think, Vadim, you will have a lot of PR related work and tasks really soon. So a lot of questions I see related to our progress with SilentNotary, with Langia. Our developers who is working now in Ukraine, they finalized API adjustments for Langia. Updated API is just finishing now documentation, and we are preparing a final step to launch interfaces for certifying diplomas, power of attorneys, and for KYC providers to notarize initial documents. I think you remember we discussed it on our previous AMA session. So
that would be huge. That would be absolutely huge. I mean, with the amount of transactions that brokers use, and obviously with increasing popularity of crypto, KYC is such an important part of it. And if we can get even a modest market share, and they would be able to use our system, this would be absolutely huge for this project. So I'm glad to hear that. Good.
You know, we have a lot of discussions about future of different notary based projects, and actually our approach I think is really interesting, because for example, there are several projects in this field, but they use a standard scheme without blockchain and so on. But their clients, they're worrying about notarization, notarized documents, and certified events. What will be in case of if some startup will not be successful? For example, in our case, all data recorded to blockchain, they will be in safe in any case. It doesn't matter what happened with company, with service, with regulations, and so on. So in a few years you can check blockchain and find transaction and use it in your business. So decentralization in notary business is really a key feature, and I think we found a really interesting solution. So as to SilentNotary, next step is launching diplomas and power of attorney and KYC interface for KYC providers, and our joint project with Langia for sure. As to YubiKey and Ubix, we launched an update for wrapping and unwrapping UBSN tokens. Actually, we redesigned a whole system of wrapping and unwrapping to a new basis. It should be much more stable than it was before, and it should be, and this update should be put in production. I think maybe today, tonight, or maybe tomorrow. But everything is ready. Everything is ready, and our guys, I mean, our community managers, they already tested it and even prepared a documentation how to use it with pictures. I think it will be really helpful. So I just as to our short update, I finished. So if you have any additional questions.
I just wanted to remind people how that first stage of the wrap unwrap airdrop system will work. When the system goes live, we will give a period of 2 weeks. We have an application ready. We will provide the link. People can apply to participate in the UBSN airdrop. Their, I guess, rules are written right on the form. If you have any questions, please ask us as well. After we finish the first phase, we will roll out to more people, but this initial phase is limited to a certain category. We've had a lot of requests. Obviously, there seems to be a lot of demand for being able to airdrop, to receive airdrops and staking. I mean, I use that word interchangeably, even though they're not really the same thing. But nonetheless, it's a great return. If you're a holder of UBSN, I think you should be very excited for it. And it's great that the system is online. I know we're supposed to launch it earlier, but a couple of factors. One factor is obviously this conflict. This other factor is that we actually wanted to improve the system. It was theoretically available, but we made the decision to develop it and make it a little bit more easier to use, a little bit more efficient, and how Max said, stable. So we're really excited with this rollout. It will be relatively soon. I believe today, tomorrow. We just have to finalize these last few pieces, and we will be publishing everything. So follow our Instagram, or sorry, follow our Telegram, Discord. We will be publishing the regulations and rules as soon as it's available.
Oh, great, thank you. Everything is ready for distribution for open and non-open tokens. So let's go. We just need to launch it, and the main thing that all our developers now in not all in safe place, of course, but at least we are moving according to our roadmap.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I would say the difficult part of with our developers, I mean, at least the majority of them is behind us. Because I remember when this started in February, it was very difficult even to communicate with people just because there's so much chaos going on. So based on these developers being in safe places such as Poland, definitely I would say the difficult times are behind us. So that's really great to work. Great to hear.
Yeah, at least yes, it was very important that that our guys and girls, especially with small kids, they managed to leave to evacuate from really dangerous place, and as two guys who is in Zaporozhye and Kharkov, I hope that there will be at least not so active airstrikes and actually we all hope that everything will be fine with them. So let's keep in touch. We will update. We will send all info about open and distribution soon. So if there are no questions, I think we could continue or to finish our AMA today. What do you think?
Sounds good. I mean, we definitely, regarding the circumstances, I think this was great news. So thank you for giving us this update. And I think our next AMA will be a lot shorter time. We won't wait as long, obviously, because like I said, the majority of what's been affecting this project is behind us. We will have one soon, and I'm very excited for the airdrop system and just everything that's been going on. And thank you, Max, for joining us as usual, and keep up the great work.
Thank you, Vadim. Thank you, guys, who joined us. See you soon.
All right, see you soon.
Bye.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on today's AMA or project update. You know what? I would like to hear from you guys, from the community, what you want to see, what you want to hear, what you think would make this project better, maybe recommendations, things that you see in other projects. I want to see this community be even more involved. So hit me up. Follow me on my Telegram, send me a message, say, listen, I think you should do this, or this project needs this. We're here to work with you guys and to make sure that everybody is part of this community, because it's very important. So thank you again. Thank you for joining us, and stay tuned for the airdrop system. I think it's gonna be huge. And like I said, this April is gonna be absolutely fantastic.